sidelines empty. Rings for the Rams. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles. 23-20 is the final on their home field here at SoFi Stadium in Super Bowl 56. The Los Angeles Rams are world champions.
Here's the finish. 2-1 Edmonton. Sagan dumps it down low. Bouchard spins it around. Pushes it from Montana wide. Jason Robertson. 30 seconds. He's gonna have it won. This game, this series is over. Edmonton's heading to the Stanley Cup final.
You're listening to The Manning Show with you and Manning. 30 minutes of straight sports talk starts now.
Welcome back to The Manning Show, part of the UN Sports Network, and this is the Tuesday Huddle. It's been a little while since we've had a pod or made a pod.
Yeah.
Thursday, the last one. There's a lot that's happened since then. The Edmonton Elks are victorious. Luckily, we're going to have a guest on, I guess it'll be Thursday morning or Wednesday night for us. You guys will hear it on Thursday morning to talk about that and I guess the upcoming game. So we're just going to leave that for him.
Yep. Are we doing it as a surprise guest?
Yeah, we'll do it as a
All right,
surprise
sounds
for
good.
them.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, well, kind of. But yeah, it'll be good to have him on. Kind of seen him on your TikTok For You page maybe or your Instagram page. But the Tuesday Huddle today, we got NFL. We got our 2-minute quick buy or sell NFL Would You Rather, fantasy football sleepers and picks, and the World Cup finish. So we're going to do a quicker episode here. But let's get into our 2-minute. I'm going to use the sound bar here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, that's right.
You know the podcast equipment.
Okay, well, no. The soundboard. You can't hear it, Will, but it's fun. We're gonna get into our 2-minute buy or sell segment, brought to you by no one. All right,
we
2 minutes.
gotta get like a truck
Yeah,
or a car
exactly.
dealership
Oh
to
well,
sponsor
let's
us.
start. How was your weekend, Will? Before we get into this segment,
It was decent. A lot of golfing. That was fun. The week part of since the podcast, the weekdays have just been working, and then weekend golfing and family. So it was chill.
That's
and
good.
then obviously UFC, which
Yeah,
was a big
which-
letdown in some ways, but also good in some ways.
yeah, which we'll get into as well. I
Yeah.
forgot to add, but
that was fun. And then
Yeah.
obviously the Elks game. Was that Friday night? Or was it Thursday? Thursday night.
Thursday
Yeah,
night.
Elks game Thursday
that was a
night.
good game.
That was fun. Nice weather
Fun
for
game.
once. It was a good crowd.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 14,000,
for
which
Elk
wasn't
standards,
ideal,
it felt
but
big. It felt big for Elk standards.
yeah, it definitely could
They
be
were
bigger.
they were
I'm
energetic.
hoping this Friday, where I'm going to the game. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I am too.
It should be a better
be a
game.
good one,
Which, yeah, I guess we'll see. What it's looking like there,
Yeah.
but
We'll save some more CFL talk for our guest tomorrow.
exactly, yeah, we're not really going to get into it, nor do I really want to. But I had a nice weekend. I was in Grand Prairie,
Oh, yeah.
seeing some family.
That's fun.
It was my great grandma's 96th
Oh,
birthday, which is
congrats to her.
yeah, pretty wild. Pretty special lady. But that was good to see all my family up there. Maybe some of the members are listening to it right now, but yeah, it was a fun weekend. Good to see everyone, and it's always good to spend some time with your family. I missed some baseball, but it's good to be up there. Anyways, let's get into the first segment. I'll give you 10 seconds
Okay.
for each answer.
Sounds
Number
good.
1, the Eagles will be the NFC champions. Buy or sell?
Sell.
I sell that as well.
I don't think. I mean, are we getting into more? Or we
10
just going straight
seconds.
by sell?
That's
Okay.
it.
We're not getting into it anymore.
The Chiefs won't make the AFC championship.
Yeah.
Buy. Caleb Williams finishes as a top 10 QB.
That's buy.
Buy.
That's buy.
The Lions will finally reach the Super Bowl.
Sell.
Sell. The Bills will win the AFC East again. Buy.
Yeah. Regular season we're talking about. Buy.
Yep.
Buy.
The Bengals will miss the playoffs. Sell.
I'm gonna buy that. But
Okay.
barely.
The Steelers finish with a losing record. Buy.
Sell. 9-8.
I buy.
9-8.
The Commanders will win 12 plus games.
The Commanders. Sell.
Sell. Travis Hunter will win Offensive Player of the Year.
That is the biggest sell of all time.
So Brock Purdy proves he's a top 5 quarterback.
Sell.
Sell. The NFC North sends 3 teams to the playoffs.
NFC North?
NFC North.
I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell on that, but it's close.
I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy that. The MVP comes from the AFC. Buy.
Buy Drake May.
Well, all right. An NFL coach is fired before week 5.
I'm going to sell.
I'm going to sell that as well.
I think 1 and 4, you're not firing your coach. You're giving him at least another week or 2.
The Texans are legitimate Super Bowl contenders.
Sell.
Sell.
If they get Stroud out of there, maybe.
The Rams are the greatest team of all time.
Sell.
Buy.
They're not the greatest of all time.
And that will do it.
2007 Patriots, Ewan.
Okay.
You
well,
had to
all right.
be there.
Well, we'll see this year. Anyways, well, you had to be there too. You weren't there. That'll do it for the buy or sell segment. We'll do it. We got to do one on the Thursday report as well.
We should find out. I don't know. We should find some like NHL ones or something.
We can do that
Yeah,
for sure.
just
And
like
some,
that.
just some
Or
different
just
ones.
sports in general.
Yep. We got NFL Would You Rather. Okay, so this is just a segment that we can get in and it'll spark some conversation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones here.
Just read the best ones off.
which are really interesting. I like this a lot. Would you rather? We got a lot of them. Would you rather build around Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen?
As of
and
right now,
list your reason why.
as of right now, Josh Allen. I mean, I think
I can't say that.
as of right now, Josh Allen. He's younger, is he? Or are they same draft? Are they same draft? I think Allen's a year or 2 younger. I think he's a year or 2 younger.
I think you're right.
But right now, Mahomes is coming off of that ACL injury. So, I mean, guys come back from that pretty good, but who knows if he's going to be the exact same level he's going to be in the past. I think Mahomes has better intangibles like clutch factor and winning in like big games, but Allen's just physical tools. I think he's much better on the ground than Mahomes is. I don't think that's controversial at all, even though they're both great at it. Allen's bigger body. He's fast on the ground. I mean, he's got a crazy arm. We already know that. Again, they're both great quarterbacks and it's close, but just based off Mahomes' health and their age, I think I'd build.
Same age.
Same age. Okay. Based around his health, then I think I'd take Allen, and I also think he's a bit less wear and tear than Mahomes does.
I just can't build around Allen. Just seeing what he's done in the playoffs. Honestly, I choose Mahomes in this situation. I just think he's the guy you want to build around right now, and I think the pieces that he has around him aren't great.
No,
I mean,
if he was on the Bills, I think that's a different story.
It's hard to say though. Like because the Bills haven't had those pieces either. I guess Stephon Diggs is the last real.
I don't
elite
think
guy
DJ Moore is a real elite guy at all.
No,
so.
but I think he's better than what they had.
So I guess we'll see. He's definitely better than what they had. I don't know if he's a
For
true
sure. Yeah,
number one.
I don't know if he's a true number one.
I think it's a bit of like a like taping it up,
Yes.
taping up the holes in the boat or whatever. You're like, hopefully
so you
this guy
don't
can
really
get us through
know,
decent.
but
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Mahomes actually is a running back now, though.
it's
so
hard
he
to
is Kenneth
say.
Walker.
Like I don't.
I think I'd take Allen just because of the health.
Yeah, I
because
would
they're both elite quarterbacks. They're both easily top 5, arguably both top 3 quarterbacks when they're healthy and playing
exactly.
well. It's just Mahomes coming off of that injury. I think I'd rather have Allen right now.
That's fair. I'd take Mahomes. So we just have to disagree there. I think he's a guy that's going to win you Super Bowls if you have the right pieces built around him. So I guess that's why this is. Would you rather have Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase?
I think I'd rather have Jamar Chase, honestly.
I don't know.
It's so close.
So close.
I mean, this is like it's like asking if you want $1 million or $1,001,000. Like
this is
they're both the top 2 receivers
Yeah.
in the league, I'd say, when they're on their game. So
this is the debate that Coach Somerville and I had.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Big Jamar guy.
I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but I mean, I just love Jamar's game. The dude is so
it's
smooth.
so
on his
hard.
routes. He's so fast. He's impossible to cover. I mean,
very
Jefferson
good.
is too. He's got great hands, but
He's so good.
I don't know. I think
not
I'd just
sure.
rather have. It depends on my offense. I think I'd rather have Jamar Chase in general, though.
It's so
Yeah,
hard to say.
it's super
I mean,
hard. They're
Justin
both so
Jefferson
good.
is so good.
Yeah.
He can really go catch any ball. It's really if
Yeah.
you want a guy who is going to be a very, very elite route runner.
Yeah. Do you want a guy who's
speedy,
always going to be open or a guy who's going to make catches when he's not necessarily
exactly
open?
right. But both of them are so good in all
no.
aspects. It's
There's
just
no going wrong with this pick. It's like the last one. I'm taking Chase, but it's a thin margin.
I'm taking Justin Jefferson for his swagger. That's
Yeah,
really
fair
what
enough.
it comes down to, in my opinion. You know, you want to take a guy who
Mhm.
I just like his vibe better than
That's fair.
you know. I think Jamar Chase gets frustrated quite a bit when he
I
doesn't
think
get the
so.
ball, and I know
He
Justin
can.
Jefferson does too. But situation a lot.
To be
different.
fair, we haven't had to see Jefferson deal with being an offense with another like elite receiver. Because I'd argue T.
Exactly.
Higgins is.
I'd argue Jordan Addison's not bad second either.
That's true, but I wouldn't say he's like because Higgins could go to another team and be a number one. I don't think Addison could.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's
a fair take.
Yeah.
Would you rather have an elite QB with average weapons or an average QB with elite weapons?
Elite QB with average weapons.
That's 100%. That's a
I mean,
no-brainer.
Average weapons in the NFL are still good. Like
I
we watched
Yep.
Drake May go to the Super Bowl last year with. I mean, let's be real. He had 32-year-old Stephon Diggs and Kayshon Boutte, basically.
Yeah.
And elite quarterback.
I
Even
agree.
a guy like, what are some other examples of players have done that? Even Mahomes for
Mahomes
the later Super Bowls. He was throwing to like,
For sure.
what was his
If
number
you had
one
an elite
receiver for those
QB,
2 Super Bowls? Was it?
Xavier Worthy
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Rasheed Rice.
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice was even playing.
He was like throwing like Sky Moore and stuff.
Yeah,
like
oh my goodness.
elite quarterback with average weapons.
I can tell you where Sky Moore is playing this year. I'll tell you that. I have no
Let's
clue where
find
Sky
out.
Moore is playing. You can search it up, but who the heck knows what
Green
that
Bay
guy's doing.
Packers. Yeah, that makes sense. He's only 25. That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
How young was that dude when they won?
Short-lived.
Yeah, I'd say.
Wow.
He was drafted in 2022. He feels so much older. I guess he was like a rookie that year. though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, elite QB with average weapons for sure.
Yeah, without that. What round was he drafted?
I think he was second round. That's a high draft
What a
pick.
bust.
He played for the Niners too. That's crazy.
What a bust.
Hmm.
Would you rather have a great offense or a great defense?
Okay, what have we seen win more? We're talking about like, are we saying we have an average for whatever the other one is? Sure. That way we can
Sure.
like visualize it better.
Sure.
I think
Great offense,
Yeah,
without a question.
I think so. I think if you have a great
Without a
offense, you can
question.
go out there and win games. Yeah,
Have you ever heard of the Cleveland Browns?
that's true. I was thinking
But
about wearing my Browns hat here today. You know,
Here's the thing, though. Here's the other side.
both of them can win you a Super Bowl.
Would you argue the Denver Broncos are an example of a great defense, average offense?
I would say so.
They're definitely.
I would say they're slightly above average offense, but they're not an elite offense. I don't think. Even though people want to act like Bonus
Exactly.
is the best
I
quarterback
agree.
in the world.
I think
maybe they'll be better with Waddle. Like they're not a bad offense. I'd say
no,
they're,
they were not bad at all.
I'd say they're top. I'd say put them in my 15 to 10, and I put their defense in my top 2 or 3. So yeah,
I
I'd
think
say,
they're my one on defense in terms
Yeah.
of last year. So
yeah. In terms of last year, I'm thinking this year with the Rams probably ahead of them.
yeah, like I would say an example of an elite defense and an average offense would be the Houston Texans.
Oh, I'd say that's a below average. I mean, if
Well,
Stroud's playing bad, it all depends on the
If Stroud's
quarterback with
playing
them.
good, but they made the playoffs,
That's
though,
true.
right?
That's
and
true.
I would say that's the example. That's probably the closest
Okay. I agree with
example you
that.
can get
Yeah.
to that.
And then
and
what
then-
would be elite offense with average defense?
Oh,
That's a-
hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I mean, no, but the Bengals have a
yeah, the
terrible
Bengals have a
defense.
terrible defense.
They don't have an average.
That's
defense.
exactly who I thought of initially.
Ravens. No, they have a
No,
good defense.
No,
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a ton of teams like that.
the Bills maybe.
Maybe. You know what?
No.
Since the Bills do have a good defense, though.
I can't think of someone who's got like a really bad defense.
Why don't we pull up the? Why don't we pull up the rate? What's it called? The
the
rankings, yeah.
ratings? Yeah, you can do that. I have. Oops. I just smacked the heck out of my boom arm.
Yeah, here. I'll look that up. Why don't we find something? Do another one while I
Okay,
figure
well
that
I'll
out.
just think.
I'm gonna take. I'm
I'll
gonna
just
agree
talk-
with you on offense.
I'll just
yeah.
talk to the viewers, but like
Okay.
honestly, I'm not sure what I would want. Like it's really hard to say. I think an elite offense would just get you a little bit more than having an elite defense.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say though. Like there's been a lot of teams with elite defenses, and I don't
Okay.
know. Like
Let's
it
find
just doesn't.
middle of the pack offense. Packers. Oh. Well, the top 3 defenses last year were. Oh, pardon my computer's being slow. The top
That's
3
fine.
defenses were Texans, Broncos, and Vikings.
Yeah, the
which is-
Vikings really have.
The Vikings had
they
a
have
good one.
Great
You know what?
defensive coordinator.
It might be, but the Vikings, did they have a terrible? They had a terrible offense.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's the Texans actually, because their ranking for offense is like
middle. Yeah.
right in the middle. I'd
Yeah,
say,
that's
and
what
they
I
have the
thought.
number one
But
defense.
what about the other way, like an elite offense and a bad
Well, let's look.
defense,
Commanders,
or an
Bengals-
average
average.
defense?
Let's see. Rams last year had a 17th ranked defense.
Yeah, that's actually a great example.
Lions. Wait, where was the Lions offense? Yeah, Lions top 5 last year.
Yeah, that's actually a great example.
But
The
the
Lions are a
the
better
Lions are a
example than the
wild card
Rams.
because they had injuries.
Yeah.
Though, if they're healthy, I think they have a much better defense.
For sure. And the Rams don't have that anymore.
sure.
So
Yeah,
yeah, that's actually some great examples, especially the Lions.
yeah. So teams like that from last year. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd rather be the Lions than the Texans.
yeah.
Honestly.
I agree.
The Lions have a better chance to win football games than the
I
Texans.
think so. Yeah, I think I'd take the elite offense. I agree
sure.
with that take. It's just explosive. You can get points from them. Yeah. Even an average defense will hold you in a game usually.
Would you rather draft first overall or have 3 first-round picks? 3
I'm gonna take-
first-round picks.
I think first overall because in the NFL you can easily turn first overall into.
know.
The thing with the
I
NFL, like, what have
disagree.
we seen for first overall pick trades?
Have you ever seen 3 first-round picks get drafted? Like,
That's
oh my
true. That's
gosh.
true.
If
I've
2
also
out of the
s-
3 of them
I guess
are
wrong
boom,
sport, but I've also seen the what's it called? The Bruins have 3 straight and pick 3 straight busts.
Well,
I know it's a bit different
Bit
sport. Okay,
different.
first overall picks traded. First overall pick traded for from the Bears to the Panthers. DJ Moore, first, second,
oh
first,
yeah, that was
second.
the last one.
That is a big haul for a pick. And what kind of?
Yeah.
And it depends where your picks are. Your 3
Wow.
picks are too. But
Oh yeah, this
Jared
is quite
Goff,
something.
yeah. Titans to Rams. Titans received first, second, third, first, third.
Wow, that's a
Rams received first,
haul.
fourth, sixth. Yeah, that is crazy. And then what else is there?
That's a long
2001, Michael Vick.
There's not a lot of them.
No, they don't do it often. I would rather have number 1 pick though, because that gives you more flexibility.
I disagree. I don't
You
like
either, if there's a generational player in a draft, you take that guy, and then
Yeah,
and if there isn't, you can trade it and you get a
I just
massive haul. You
think
could get the 3 first
you can
round
get
picks back.
3 players that are so good,
But
and-
what? Yeah,
and there's no guarantee that whatever this number 1
I'm
pick
just
is going to
thinking
be great.
with the number 1 pick, you can turn that into more than 3 firsts, depending.
Yeah,
on the
but
draft.
that's not the question.
I'm just thinking, like,
The
if you have
question
the
is,
pick,
Would you rather have?
So we
would you
have-
rather draft?
would you rather
first
draft
overall,
first overall,
or have 3 first-round picks, or draft 3
Okay, if
first-round
that's the question, then probably the 3 firsts.
Okay.
Yeah. But if it's just having the picks, I'd rather have the first because you
Valid.
can make more moves with it.
Would you rather have an elite pass rusher or a lockdown corner?
Christian Gonzalez. Give me the.
It's a great question. I
Really
like
great
it.
question. I don't know. What do you think would be more valuable in a D? It depends on the defensive scheme, but I say that an elite
I'd rather have a
rusher.
lockdown corner.
I think so. Yeah, I think the corner. Watching Gonzalez, like you watch that. I think he was the best player in the field in that Super Bowl, even though they lost.
was
I don't
very
think that's
good.
a crazy take.
He was very good.
But
Yeah.
like he carried that defense, and I don't know if having an elite edge rusher substituting him for an
and
average corner would do the
I
same
think
thing.
of it a lot of Miles Garrett, like with
Yeah.
the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
and I know they had a great
an-
defense, but
yeah.
it's so
They've
hard
had
to
years
say.
where they're average, and they don't. Who's their corners? Denzel Ward.
They've always had a
and
pretty decent, like
Newsom and Ward. Yeah, those,
when
I'd
you
say
have-
those are slightly above average corners,
You
and
think-
they've had.
I'm trying to think of a team that has a lockdown corner that didn't have elite pass rush. I don't think there's many.
Do you count Sauce as an elite corner?
Not anymore. He
Yeah.
was, and they still had what, Quinnen Williams?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't- I can't
On the
think of
Colts, who do the Colts have rushing? DeForest Buckner.
Good question.
Yeah.
No.
I think I'd rather take the corner though. I think that can erase a lot more of the field.
I take the corner too, but it's a tricky
close.
debate.
These are all close.
You could go
They're
either
all
way.
picking between like it's all like treasure versus treasure. You know, it's all like
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
Okay. 2 non-would you rather questions, but
Okay.
are good ones.
Okay.
If you could sign any player in the league to your team, who would it be and why?
Any player, they can be under contract right now. It's not like free agents.
Yes.
To the Patriots. I think they really need edge rushing help. They got Gabe Jackhaz this year, but I don't in the draft, but I don't think he's like the solution there. And I honestly think Chase on for Jones is a bit of a downgrade. So I'd say just give me Myles Garrett. You know,
That's fair.
I know the Rams has got him, but
That's fair.
that would
but, you gotta
imagine comboing Miles.
Think about what you want to take for your future, though.
That's
Are you
true.
going to take a younger edge rusher, or are you going to try and get
You know what?
the vet?
Give me, if we're doing that, give me Will Anderson.
That's fair.
That dude was
He's
a
very
demon. He was a
good. He's
demon
very
last year. He
good.
was great against the Pats last year.
That's
in the
always
playoffs.
been a nice pick that I thought.
Yeah.
And the Texans
Will
have done
Anderson,
a great job with him.
I can just imagine like pairing Gonzo with an elite edge rusher. That defense would be nearly unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like imagine a D line of just let's say it's Will Anderson. It's Will Anderson, Christian Barmore, what's his name? Milton Williams at D tackle, and then you throw in Draymond Jones on the other edge. That is insane.
That's really nice.
That is tough for any O-line to handle. And then if the quarterback gets a throw off, there's what's his name? Woodson. They just signed Byard, who was an all-pro last year and led the league in picks.
He was good.
Throwing back there, and you've got
Byard is very good.
obviously Gonzalez and Carlton Davis.
It's a much better defense.
That would just make the defense so every level would be stacked.
It would.
Except for the linebacker room, but
whatever.
It's not terrible. What about you? You guys kind of got your player that you would have wanted from anyone in the league.
Yeah, like not even like Trent McDuffie was kind of the piece. Like we needed a shut down corner.
Yeah.
The linebacker room's okay. It's good enough. It's not something that I would really tinker. There's no one that's that elite.
Do they? I mean,
great rushing. Like the rushing is honestly, I think, top 3 in the league.
If we're taking age into factor, would it be crazy to say you'd take an elite quarterback because Stafford's so old?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
That would not be my pick. I think I'm trying to win the Super Bowl.
Fair enough.
I would take Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah,
Bijan Robinson. I think Kyron Williams and Blake Corum are very good.
You wouldn't need an elite tight end in that offense because you just spread the ball around.
Honestly, like
because he uses the tight end a lot. Like imagine if he was throwing like McBride or Bowers.
Yeah, I know, but we don't need like.
That's what I'm thinking because he spreads it around.
An elite run game would really help. Like we do at times, but
I think Jameer Gibbs is a good. And then having
someone like Penei Sewell a tackle.
Oh yeah,
that would be a good idea too.
I think Gibbs would be sick. Like because he's also got he's great aerially too. So you could having Stafford throwing to him and being able to hand off. Yeah. I think that would be a good pick.
You could definitely take someone at O-line too. That would be quite helpful. You could get a great O-line and great O-lines. The run game will only go as far as the O-line does.
That's true.
And that's something that I've always believed in. And
a great O-line can turn an average running back into an elite line in the NFL.
Totally agree.
Yeah. But a bad O-line can turn an elite running back into an average run. I mean, look at Genty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of elite RBs, we're going to get into our fantasy football sleepers.
Oh, yeah.
For each kind of position.
Okay. Do you want to start off with QB?
You can start it off. We got the ones that we got written down: QB, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. So, Will, you can start. I guess we can start with QBs if you're really wanting, but whatever you think is best. Like,
I think we'll go down QB, RB, wide receiver, just down from there.
We can definitely
the way you listed on your roster. I think I'm going to put Bryce Young for my sleeper pick for QB. I just really like his game, and I think he's poised for a breakout year. He was better last season.
Yeah,
he's going to be in an offense with a lot of young stars who are kind of coming to their own. Like Tet was a monster in year 1. Imagine this guy in year 2. I think their offense is improving. Their play calling has been a lot better. He's still got Chuba supporting him in the backfield. Good short park boy, so that'll help him.
That's valid.
Yeah. I think Young's just I think he's got the chance to ball out and really
become he's so good.
I'm not saying he's going to be like a top 5 or elite one, but I think he could be a top 10 fantasy quarterback.
He could be higher too with the way he runs the ball.
For sure, he's good on the ground.
My sleeper pick is Bo Nix. I really think he could take another step. 25 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He had 5 rushing touchdowns, which definitely could take a jump. But in the postseason, he was very good as well. So
he also has Waddle. So
he's going to have some more help.
He'll have
around
some deep
him,
threats with Waddle.
He's just getting more and more experience in the league. I really like that pick, and especially in terms of his value, where he's going to be in fantasy, I really like that pick.
I agree with that.
That's a guy that I would look to take. I took an elite quarterback last year. I took Lamar, but I just haven't had a great experience with elite quarterbacks. I don't think they give you enough in fantasy for where they're drafted.
Do you? Yeah, that's fair. Are you much of a homer? Like, would you hold out to try to get Stafford early?
No.
Because I would probably do that for Drake May.
Honestly, you could find a guy on waivers that is going to be able to put you up 15 to 20 points a game, and that's
I'm just wondering how much you care about having your own players.
Nerd. Like, I could sit down and talk fantasy all day, but I really think, and where I've had success, I've never had an elite quarterback on my team, unless it's standard.
Once we get closer to the season, we can do like an episode where we just do a fantasy draft.
PPR, like point per reception.
Yeah.
Just sit on a quarterback.
That's fair.
If it's standard,
Yeah.
So where touchdowns are worth
Yeah,
more and rushing yards, go take an elite quarterback as he will put up a bunch of points like a Lamar or an Allen.
Mhm.
I had Lamar this year, and I ended up winning. I had Puka and Bijan as well.
Honestly,
So I had an elite team. But
Can I throw in another just sleeper quarterback
go
real
ahead.
quick?
Go
I
ahead.
think Jalen Hurts is a bit of a
Yeah.
fantasy sleeper because people hate on that dude so much.
he does.
But
Yeah,
in
he gets hate.
fantasy,
He's very good.
he's
very
great
good.
because of the tush push.
And he's
That's
still
a
pretty
free.
high.
That's usually a free touchdown per
Oh, for
week,
sure.
and it's not like he can't throw the ball.
For
I think
sure.
the hate he's getting, if
Yep.
you get him lower, he's going to be really underrated for you.
I agree.
Good.
Totally agree with that.
Do you want to move on? Do you want to give your running back first?
I'll
Or
let
do
you
you
do
want
it.
me to do it?
You,
Okay.
It's all you here.
Sounds good. Well, my running back is going to be Trevion Henderson from the Pats. Bit of a homer pick, but I don't know if you watched him much
He's
last year,
very good.
Ewan. He is so explosive.
He
He's
is
one
very
of the
good,
most
yep.
explosive guys in the league. I mean, his first touch of the ball at an NFL level preseason, he took it 100 yards to the house on a kickoff return. I mean, we saw it was the Bills. He broke out that big run. He had a couple against Tampa for I think he had
That's
two like
fair.
60-yard touchdowns. The dude's so explosive.
He is good.
I think he had 900 yards playing less than half of the snaps as a running back.
Yep.
So next year,
911.
yeah, exactly. If you're giving him more, just more touches of the ball and more reps,
Yep.
especially I think they're going to use him a lot more. They're going to phase out Stevenson a bit, and they also don't have Gibson competing for touches like last year until he got hurt. I think he has a chance to go off for like 1,200, 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's just so explosive with the ball in his hands when he gets into space.
That's fair.
So he's
he
my
is
sleeper
good.
pick.
He is very
And
good.
he's not generally considered an elite running back, so he'd probably be available like third or fourth round in most drafts.
Exactly. I really like that. I have two because one of them's kind of a meh. Zach Charbonnet.
That's a good
Zach
one.
Charbonnet
Without
with Kenneth
K9,
Walker
yeah.
gone, but Zach Charbonnet did tear his ACL, so
He
he
did.
misses the start of the season for the Seahawks, but he should be that starting back for them. And when they were giving the ball to him, when Kenneth Walker gets hurt, he'll turn up, man.
He can turn it up. And also, if we're doing sleeper, when people see that injury sign next to them, they drop in the draft like crazy. So you can get him a lot later. And if you're willing to sleep on a backup, like a second string or a waiver claim running back for your first few weeks, he could come in later in the season and really steal the show for you.
Yep. And then my next one would be Quinshon Judkins. With
fair.
Cleveland, he was very good, very efficient when they brought him in.
He had that one big game against the Dolphins.
He did.
My parents were actually they're in Cleveland at the time.
Sick.
So they saw him in person. They said he looked great.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Cam Scadaboo would be another one that I would throw in there. I know he got hurt last season, but he was pretty money in fantasy.
Yeah.
When
seems like we're doing a lot of second-year running backs.
Yeah, we are, which is honestly where
fair.
they take that jump up. RJ
jump.
Harvey could be another one. Omarion Hampton, one of those guys could take a step.
I mean, even a Genti, even though he'll probably go early.
David Montgomery as the starting back.
I do like seeing Montgomery.
In the Texans, pretty nice.
I would like to see that. Do they still have do they have Mixon still?
I'm not really sure what happened with Mixon. That's a good question.
And they also had. Did they not?
I drafted Mixon.
Did they not have
year,
Nick
hoping he
Chubb
would come
too?
back.
He is a free agent.
Yeah, because
that dude has never. Yeah.
He had those issues, right? With
oh, he was released 7 hours ago. There's no way.
Go check the news on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anything.
Either way,
it
says he's a free agent, but yeah, number one running back there. That'll be interesting to see.
On to the next. We got wide receiver.
Yep.
Will,
I'm gonna run
your wide receiver.
I'm gonna go with Roma Dunze. That dude is so good. I think Caleb Williams is gonna have a great year. He doesn't have DJ Moore in front of him anymore. I think that'll help a lot. And he's got great intangibles for the position. He's good route running, great hands.
Yep.
I think he'll take a big step this year. I think the whole offense will in their second year with Ben Johnson.
100%.
And he's the type of guy that you're not like. He's not getting picked early. He's the type of guy you could get in 5th or 6th round, depending on the size of your league. I think.
I agree.
He's not a huge name at this point in his career, and I think he's going to have a very underrated year. Like, what's his wide receiver competition right now? Luther Burden, right?
Yeah,
But
Luther Burden because they
not
traded
a number one receiver.
No, he's not. And Williams likes to go do Adunze a lot.
Exactly. They've got the chemistry. Yeah, Adunze, Burden. Yeah, just a bunch of like 3rd or 4th stringers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like I think he's going to take a step next year, and I really like. Yeah, I like him as a late pick that's going to go off for you.
I like Devontae Smith Devontae Smith in this Eagles offense
For
minus
sure.
AJ Brown.
I think he's.
I
gonna
know
go off.
Mekhi Lemon's going to be there, but he is going to be their number one guy, and
Yep.
he is very good when AJ Brown gets hurt.
For sure.
I like him a lot. He fits this offense very well. I think that's a great pick. You should get value on him as well. That's a guy that I would be looking to take as Philly's number one guy.
I totally agree. I think I've had him before in fantasy. Just watched games with him. He's got great.
He is very good.
Very skilled. He's a great receiver, and having the just clear cut wide receiver one role, I think that'll give him more confidence too going into the season.
Yeah, another one, Emeka Ibuka. I like him.
Oh,
He
for
really
sure.
struggled at the end of the season,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
The
But
whole team did, to be fair.
if he could pick it up to where
And
he
you
was
and-
at the start of the
They
season,
didn't make the playoffs.
yeah, they didn't make the playoffs. I saw. I know, very bad. Bad on me. I can't believe I forgot that. I do like Lad McConkey as well as a guy who can figure it out. He kind of
Yep.
struggled last year after a great rookie season. Same with Brian Thomas Jr. Both those guys could definitely get back to where they are. DJ Moore could also be a value guy you like, being the number one in Buffalo. If you like that or not. Marvin Harrison Jr. maybe he takes a step up. Terry
Yep.
McLaurin getting back to where he
A lot
was.
of young guys.
Rasheed Rice could be one that you get some value on. I've really liked him. He's very good when he's
I don't
healthy.
know. I wouldn't touch that guy with a 10-foot pole personally.
I would draft him. Honestly, if there's value on him, I'm drafting him because he's a very good player. He's
going to do something stupid again.
he could. That's honestly fair.
I don't know.
Next, tight end.
Okay. Well, my tight end's a bit interesting. I just have Rams tight ends in general. I think if you can just rotate those
Value.
guys through the week, it's value.
It
None of them are
is.
big names. They
Exactly.
might just be waiver picks every week. But like, who's the one? Parkinson, right? Is that his name?
Yeah, Parkinson, Higbee,
yeah. Just any one of those guys, if you can rotate through them.
Ferguson, all three
All of them have
are
the
good.
potential, depending on who's healthy, who's getting starting reps and practices. If you keep track of that, you can really get some value and not have to waste a high pick on a tight end.
I like that. I really do like that. Honestly, for me, last year I drafted late Tyler Warren, who had an unbelievable year. 817
Mhm.
receiving yards. He had 5 touchdowns. Very, very big for fantasy. He was
Mhm.
very good. He was very safe. Obviously, he's going to be higher this year. I like Colston Loveland a lot as well.
do.
I think
I
he's
like
very
him.
good in that Bears offense. There's also some other guys like it's just very.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
honestly think
What is
sit and wait on the waiver
Yeah.
wire. Don't draft a tight end
That's
too
your-
early.
I actually have the opposite strategy sometimes. I like taking one early because
I
I like
don't
just
love
being
it.
able, if I know I'm getting Brock Bowers or Trey McBride, that's what I did last year.
Trey McBride's
If
the only
I-
guy I would draft.
If
high.
I know that I have one of those elite guys, I can just not stress about that position the rest of the year in the waiver wire. And those guys are like proportionally so much better than everybody
That's
else
fair.
who plays tight end compared to a receiver that you get a bit later. They can all go off a lot more often.
Fair enough.
Personally, my strategy would be to just try to get one of those elite tight ends so you don't have to worry about the position.
If I'm looking for a guy with value in a later round, I like Zach Ertz a lot.
That is a good- I
Or
like
maybe he retired.
Yeah.
That's a
Let's
good
see.
question. He was
Let's
very good when he
find out
played. He
before we
might have
post it and
retired.
Get smashed on Instagram. Zach Ertz. He is on the Commanders. Nope,
Still?
he is a free agent.
Yeah, I think
he
he's
is a
done.
free agent.
Check out his news.
Season-ending torn ACL, turning 36 in
I don't
November. That dude's not
know.
playing again.
Wait, check the news. What?
Could he be a fantasy
I
factor?
think he's still on the team.
Maybe. He doesn't want his ACL injury to be a final play. Well, I guess if somebody has to sign him first.
If someone signs him, then I like Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
I think he's really solid. He goes up and down. He can get you a nice 8-9 points if you're playing PPR. But it depends what you're playing. Like if you're wanting a guy that's going to get you a lot of yards, then you got to,
Mm.
reach a little higher. Kyle Pitts is
Yeah.
a guy that will get you a lot of yards and not a lot of touchdowns. But again, tight ends are. I mean, Hunter Henry
Yeah.
was top 10 or top 7 in receiving
Yeah.
yards for tight ends, and he's a guy who was on the waiver wire half the year. So it depends what your league is
Yeah,
and
for sure.
what you're thinking.
Okay. My next pick for biggest bust
Biggest bust.
is going to be a little controversial. I don't know if he's healthy, he's not a bust, but based on injury trends, I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey might be a bit of a bust at a super high pick.
That's fair.
If we're looking at this dude's injury history, okay, he's got 400 yards, 2017, then a couple 1,000 yards, then injured, he only put up 200 yards, injured again, 400, injured again, 400, kind of injured. No, sorry, between that year, he put up 1,000, 1,000, injured, 200, 1,000. Like the way he goes, he's injured, healthy, injured, healthy. Last year was a healthy year. He's on the Niners. They're known for getting hurt. I remember made the mistake of taking that guy in 2024 and it cost me. So I don't know. I think he's so unpredictable. He could end up being a big bust if he gets injured early, which I think there's a decent chance that happens. Now he's healthy.
That's
I think
fair.
he's a decent pick, but
That's
it's
really
tough
fair.
to pick biggest bust because it's often guys who just you wouldn't expect it. That's why they're the biggest bust.
Exactly. My biggest bust is Justin Jefferson.
That's fair. Nope.
I just think the quarterback situation there, he's still a first-round pick in fantasy
Yeah.
or a late first-round pick, early second. That's just not a guy I want to take with value there. I know he, might do some of the things he wants to do, but I think you can get better upside. James Cook is going to be around there. Drake London, Saquon Barkley, Rashee Rice. I think these are guys who might have some better upside than Justin Jefferson in the offense that he has. Ashton Genty's another guy that I would say could be in that situation. Same with CeeDee Lamb, honestly, with Pickens beside him, but I wouldn't say he's so good. But yeah, Justin Jefferson would be my pick. I just don't think for where his value is, that's a guy that I would look to take in
That's fair.
that spot.
I remember I had him last year and he struggled a bit, so that definitely
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Now the final one, your league-winning breakout player.
My league-winning breakout player is Devon A Chan. That dude is so good, and the Dolphins have no other offensive threats. Like, who else is getting the ball? What even are their receivers right now? I know it's brutal, but I don't even know. And I know they don't have a tight end. They don't have a good tight end. Yeah, Malik Washington, Tutu Atwell, and Jalen Tolbert. Nobody else is getting the ball. They're going to have Quinn Ewers throwing to them, or they just signed Malik Willis. Yeah. It'll be Malik Willis, whoever's trying to throw it to the air. Those guys, they're going to lean on Devon A Chan a hell of a lot. The dude is explosive. He's only 24. His last 3 seasons, he's only improved every year. 800, 900, 1,300 yards, 8 touchdowns. Like, I just think
that's very good. Yeah.
He's got no other, there's nobody else in the offense who's going to be getting the ball or getting touches. And, I think he's just got a chance to come out, just put up a massive season. And he's not he'd probably be a first round pick, but I don't think he'll be top of the first round. So I think he's when you can kind of slide in and take, and he's going to be number 1 or 2 in the league.
That's totally fair. I like Malik Neighbors with his value. Malik Neighbors would be the guy that I look to take. He's so good when he's healthy. I think Jackson Dart's a good enough quarterback to be able to get him the ball enough. And he's a guy with the value. I know he's hurt and probably going to miss a little bit. Maybe he'll be ready for week 1. I'm not entirely sure his
I guess we'll see.
Injury history. But it looks like he's possibly going to be back. But he's a guy I look to take. I really think he is elite and very good in that offense, and they have some more weapons now. So I think he's a guy that you can take a little later and be a little confident that hey, this guy's going to be able to give me some points.
Yep, that's a good pick. I like it. Yeah, I think these are honestly
okay. Yeah,
solid
I
picks,
honestly
pretty
don't
solid teams.
mind these at all. We did a good job.
If that was my team, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, we can kind of just do you want to save the? I think we saved the World Cup for
that's
the next
fair.
episode.
Maybe just give a quick overview of the semifinal that happened today.
I think we save it.
You think we save it?
Yeah, we save it all for the final.
We can do a big World Cup final preview. Yeah, once we know the teams. Okay. Do you want to touch on the UFC fight at all?
Yeah, let's get to the UFC and finish this one off because we're at 37 minutes. Yeah. Well, here's my thing. Okay. I'm not a huge Conor McGregor, I guess, fan of his person. I'm not a fan of him as a person.
I appreciate
what as a fighter, he is unbelievable. He's the greatest sports entertainer, I think, could be one of the greatest sports entertainers of all time.
I appreciate what he's done for the whole for the sport of MMA and sports entertainment in general.
He is
I don't love his personal beliefs or choices. Or
definitely not. But, I totally disagree with that.
But I think he's
I'm not a fan of him.
You can't debate that he's one of the greatest entertainers of our generation.
100%. I think he's a top 10 fighter as well because
for sure.
People forget that this guy
his prime was crazy.
Was a double champ at one point.
Yeah.
He knocked out Jose Aldo in 7 seconds, who was the pound for pound number 1.
Oh, for sure.
This is a guy who is very, very good. He is a great fighter. But I hate to say it, his prime's done. This is a guy who came back. Now, it's up for debate. Was he hurt before or not? Do you think Conor McGregor was hurt before he walked into the ring or not?
I don't think so.
I agree with that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think he got a little too excited by the lights. He tried something that he probably shouldn't have with that big spinning kick. I don't know what the technical MMA term is, but I think he came in a little hard with that. And I think he's just old. His body can't handle it. Those guys get beat up so much.
When you watch the landing, you know he got hurt.
He landed
there.
weird on that.
And I know people will look at him tripping with him putting off his shoes.
No, I don't.
And people are talking about the walk. He looked fine when he was walking. In the warm-up videos in the locker room, he looked just fine.
And also,
without pain.
Does it really matter? If he's getting that injured during training at this stage in his career, I'd still say he's washed.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's my biggest take. Do you guys really think that Conor McGregor himself, with his ego and everything, is going to walk out there with an injury, get hurt, and walk off just for the payday?
I agree.
I disagree. This is a guy who cares a lot about how he fights. He loves the sport. Why would he come back? This guy is a multi-millionaire.
For sure.
Why would he come back to the sport of MMA and the UFC with an injury to this fight? He could have delayed this and fought all the way a different time.
Yeah.
He 100% could have. Why would he come in just for the payday?
Yeah,
He's got a ton of money, and this guy is doing it. I think this is what I believe for the love of MMA and the sport, and I think that he got hurt. And if you watch the video back, I believe that he got hurt during that kick as he landed. You can watch that
knee. It looked like it.
And you can watch
his knee looked weird on that landing.
Exactly. And you can watch, there's doctors online
and just the reaction
who look
after
at it
too. That looks like the reaction of someone who wasn't expecting an injury.
Exactly. And people are going to say he was hurt before and he wasn't as confident, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I really do think this is a guy who cares about his legacy a lot. And there's no chance he was hurt.
And like I said, even if he is hurt before, he's injured during fighting. He comes out. He at least got more hurt on that. Even if he was hurt before, he's still washed. How many seconds has he fought in the last two matches he's done?
Exactly. So it's just
combined 30 seconds maybe.
You got to feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
I was really hoping a long fight.
It was a great career, but it's over.
He's got one more fight on the card.
He's got one more fight on the card for sure, but
on his contract. So
it could probably just end up being another one like this.
It could be, but I think he's got one more in him. I really do. I think he's got to come back and.
If he could come back and win that final fight, that would be the most. That would be so electric.
It would. But he is 37, so his time's running up. But we could switch Paddy the Baddy.
He is insane.
Submission.
That was crazy.
On Dricus Duplessis. Very quickly.
Dricus Duplessis. Benoit Saint.
Oh, Benoit Saint. Right. What am I saying? Goodness gracious.
Long names. But that was one of the most insane submissions I've seen on UFC. I mean, the dude was out cold from that.
Yeah, very.
That
quick.
was just Paddy's right in his prime. I love the dude. He's such an entertaining personality. I don't know if you saw his entrance, but the energy that dude brings.
Yeah,
to the
his
arena
walkout song is sick.
I know the entrance that dude or the energy that dude brings to the UFC and to the arena, to the ring. It's super fun to watch. He's
unreal.
Yeah, he's got a great personality. Good Liverpool guy or Manchester guy. Sorry, Manchester.
He's exactly what the English like, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
This is a guy who
is he Manchester? No, he's Liverpool.
I'm not sure exactly,
He calls himself a scout,
but I don't really care. This is a guy who's a great fighter.
Liverpool.
He's a great fighter. I think if you want to really succeed in the UFC, you got to have two things. You have to be a good fighter, obviously,
great entertainer,
but you have to be able to entertain, right? You have to be able to, that's what Conor McGregor was so good at, right? His Irish self, able to sell fights like no one else in the world.
Exactly.
You look at the top pay-per-view buys in UFC history and in the sport of martial arts. Conor McGregor got so many in the top 10, over 1 million. He had 2 million with Khabib. This guy sells fights.
I know. And you look at the biggest names in the UFC right now, like Sean O'Malley's one of the bigger ones, Paddy Pimblett, still McGregor stuff. It's all the guys who can entertain. It's all the guys with good personalities who are fun to watch.
Right? Yeah. I understand, John Jones can sell fights well because he's just so good and so fierce.
Yeah.
But there's some fighters where you're like, Alex Pereira, he's another great one.
Yeah.
I think he's okay. He's a very elite fighter, but he's not had the greatest, time recently. But this is a guy who's very good. He's He's very good, and he sells fights as well.
Yeah.
Because of his personality. But then
exactly.
there's other guys like people. The enthusiasts of the UFC will watch no matter what to watch the
for
elite
sure, for
fighters.
sure.
But if you want these extra people to come out and you want more
you
money
need
to be
entertaining
made, you need to be entertaining.
Yep.
That's
I completely agree.
That's putting it simple.
And I
And
think,
Conor McGregor's the greatest at that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Patty is one of the best in the world at it right now. The dude, people love watching him. He brings a ton of energy, and he's an elite fighter right now. So that's what I would say. McGregor. My 2 takeaway from that were Pimblett's elite right now, and McGregor's washed.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if you got nothing else, that was a good 45-minute and get some good clips out of it.
For sure.
Should be back Thursday. Got to film one tomorrow night. I'm sorry that we came out a little later with this one because I just had stuff yesterday. I'm getting home from Grand Prairie.
Yeah,
so.
we can't do this as our full-time job, so we're sneaking it in the evenings.
Exactly. That'll do it for us here. The Tuesday Report, part of the Manning Show. William Elson, you and Manning signing off.